Hello again. This short video builds upon my previous videos getting started with segmentation and how to calculate your customer value. I want to show how segmentation is just one step in developing your business action plan. Once done, it can enhance how you communicate with existing and potential clients. So let's get started. How do you feel when you receive a communication that has no relevance for you whatsoever? Do you feel that the sender understands you, is aware of your needs, wants and desires? How likely are you to embrace their message and perhaps purchase or recommend their offer? If it's the wrong message to the wrong person at the wrong time, then it's a waste of time, money and damages the client relationship. Marketing is not rocket science. It's the right message to the right people at the right time. And every business needs to consider how effective the communications are to their clients. As we have seen, segmentation is about understanding your clients. And once we do that, it makes the messages we communicate and the methods we use more targeted and impactful. Let's look at how segmentation should flow into your client communications program. The biggest problem for businesses is that people segment and stop. Once you've done all the hard work, you need to use this to ensure your communication with clients is more effective, which will in turn lead to greater sales, increased client retention, and better profitability. So ensure that every communications exercise you embark on has segmentation as the foundation. Once you know what people want, need, desire, and value, you can then hone your message more effectively and more impactfully. It's key to understand where your clients are on the journey of life. This means you can ensure the message you give to them is relevant. And once you've identified the communications methods that they like to use, such as social media, email, or face-to-face, you can ensure that your relevant message, which is right for them, can now be delivered in the right way. Think about this. How many of your previous marketing campaigns have failed because you had not segmented your client bank, refined your message, and method of communication? It's true, of course, that some communication activities provide more value than others. Once you've completed your segmentation exercise and written down your key client personas and identified their key needs, it's a wise exercise as a business to brainstorm the solutions you have that are right for them. You can then list the communication options available to promote these solutions to the right people. Now, you can't do everything. You need to prioritise the items to determine which provide the most value for the least cost. If a communication activity takes a lot of time and provides little or marginal communication value, it should be discarded. If an option takes little effort but provides a lot of value, it should be something you include in your communications mix. Of course, if a communication activity is mandatory, as many are in some professions, then it should be included no matter what the cost. If a mandatory activity is time consuming, you may be able to negotiate with the stakeholders to find a less intensive alternative or review your processes. You need to write this all down in a communications matrix to ensure you deliver the right communications to the right people at the right time. The crucial stage in your communications matrix is to identify how you will deal with the segments you've identified. You need to be clear about the following. What solutions that I offer are most relevant to them? So how will I charge each of the segments? How will I deal with them face to face? What other communications methods will I use for each segment? What mandatory tasks do I need to complete for each segment? What social media will I use with each segment? What can I offer them that will delight them? How will I encourage client retention? And what will I do to encourage referrals? And there's also the killer question. What will I not do for each segment? Your communications matrix will combine with the personas you've identified for your segmentation model. Should ensure you can brainstorm the marketing communications you will use for each of the segments you wish to target. There's a matrix attached here that should be useful to capture these ideas. A communications matrix like this can help you capture your ideas. All you have to do is follow the steps. The first thing is describe your target market. Just use what you've done for your segment personas. Secondly, what are the key impacts of their life stage? This could be financial situation, events they're experiencing, or how this shapes their needs, wants and desires. So, what are the key messages you believe are relevant for them now? Then what is the best way in which to communicate this message? You may wish to use more than one, i.e. social media or email, to generate face-to-face meetings. Then how much will you spend on this exercise? When will you do it? And most importantly, who will own this and report back on its success? I will leave you with this week. Do not be afraid to test and learn. What I mean by this is, once you have your communication strategy, why don't you select a small number of clients and test it on them? If it works, you can roll it out to the rest of that segment. If not, you can identify why it didn't work and tweak the communications matrix to ensure you get it right when you communicate your proposition and messages wider. So good luck and good testing. Next week we'll look at why segmentation is fundamental to a successful value proposition for any business. So thank you very much for listening to us, and I'll speak to you again next week.